Thank you for tuning in to Not Just Girl Talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. Make sure you got a beverage in your hand. Sit back, relax, and engage with us. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Not Just Girl Talk. I am your host, Ashanti.
And I'm your host, Tiffany.
And welcome back, y'all. It is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving coming up. So when we're recording this, Thanksgiving is literally like in 2 days. So when y'all hear it's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. Hope y'all are enjoying the time with y'all family. So before we get started, y'all already know we're gonna let y'all get our contact information. Tiff, let them know where they can reach us at.
Yes. We're available on all platforms: IG, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, anything you can think of. We are on it. So just check our links out in our bio.
Yes, and make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Not Just Girl Talk. Okay. So moving on in, y'all already know. Before we get started, we gotta make sure we got a beverage in our hand. So Tiffany, what you got? What you sipping on?
I did a little, so no judgment. Today was my last day of
Don't
school,
worry about
so
me.
before my Thanksgiving break, so I did a little mimosa, but I did it in a wine glass. I just needed more.
Okay.
So,
Because you needed more, not for
yeah.
aesthetic, not because it's cute. You just needed more. Okay. So mine, it may not be popular amongst the people, but I feel like it was festive to do. I do have eggnog.
That's pretty good.
So I have eggnog and I put a little cinnamon sugar on top. I don't know. I'm gonna taste it. I mean, my beverage might switch because if I don't like it, I got some, on the side.
Just put a little
But I
bourbon
do
in it.
have eggnog for the holidays. So,
Yeah.
what y'all make sure y'all got a beverage? Let us know what y'all sipping on in the comment section. Let us know. And we'll move on into our show. So, before we get started, we want to let y'all know pretty much what we got up. So, what you got up for the holiday? What you doing?
Well, having a 3 and 6 year old keeps us busy around any
Mhm.
holiday that they're excited about. So we put our tree up. So excited about that. We did get it up finally. Um, we're going home to Memphis. But yeah, we just pretty much just focused on just the girls were excited about putting up the tree. That's this weekend. Next thing they
Mhm.
probably gonna want to do, we have adventures in this household. We want to go to ice, but I don't think it's there at Gaylord, but they still got tons of stuff at Gaylord, Opry Mills.
Oh, they're not
So
doing the ice. It's about the ice.
nope, they said
Oh,
it was
wow.
supposed to come, and then they said that internationally they couldn't get the ice from I forget where. It was like an international thing.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's not there, but they still have all of the other stuff like the brunch with Rudolph, little
Mhm.
cute stuff like that. They got the um, little ride around the mall. I guess it's they just do all tons of stuff. They got bumper cars, ice skating, all of that at Opera
Okay.
Mills. So my children want to do all of it. Gingerbread decorating contest. That's us. We buying gingerbread house
Um,
cookies, all of it. So
Yeah,
trying
no.
to not trying to. I know they
I
ain't good
used to
enough
do
yet.
all that stuff back in the day. It's so fun. You enjoy because you're gonna miss it. Like they big, they don't want to do all that stuff no more.
So what you got planned for this weekend, girl?
Well, we did put the tree up and it fell, so we did that.
Stuff happens.
I don't know how the tree fell.
Life be
So
life.
we have a real Christmas tree. So I don't buy the box trees. I feel like it's too much money. In the end, my husband put us on it a couple of years ago. So ever since then, we buy real trees. But we have a real tree and we got it all set up, put in, and it fell over. Thank God, there were no decorations on it. It was just a tree. So we're supposed to decorate tonight. We're gonna get it stood up, and then hopefully we get it popping. But and then me and Jay. So tonight we're doing cakes. She does the cakes. She can cook like she can do cakes really really good. So she's gonna do the cakes, and I already got my food out, throwing out my Cornish hens because I do not do turkey. I do Cornish hens and ham. My favorite dish is ham, so the ham macaroni. That's my favorite. What's your favorite? What you got? What's your favorite one?
Going to Memphis, so the joy about going home is that I don't have to cook a whole meal.
Mm.
Now, my fave though, I do love ham. I like a combination of a good ham, dressing, macaroni, sweet potatoes. I mean, I don't know. It's probably sweet
Yes, it
potatoes.
is.
It's ham and
Yeah,
sweet potatoes, maybe.
that's it. So I gotta have. Okay, so you said the
But the
yams. I
macaroni
don't know.
got to be with it.
How did I forget? I gotta have macaroni, yams, and a ham. That's the plate. That's the plate.
Just saying, you know.
And I gotta have my caramel pie. So I'm gonna cook caramel pie. I mean
See,
caramel cake, not pie. Caramel cake.
see, I don't eat that.
Yeah, see, you don't like
My
chocolate, so they
mom,
kind of it's on the line. But yeah.
oh yeah, my mom makes sweet potato pies too, but they be pretty good. But I mean, yeah,
So
that's space.
yeah, so let us know what's on y'all plate. But y'all eating.
Yes,
I'm sure we eating the same thing, but the preparer of the meal makes the difference. I might eat
yes,
macaroni, and you're gonna eat macaroni, but it depends on who made the macaroni.
exactly.
So
Is it Keisha
I don't
Lance
know how to make
Bottoms
macaroni.
macaroni? Remember Keisha
Last year,
Lance?
girl,
Okay, let me stop.
I can't make macaroni. Last year I tried. I messed up 3 pans. Yeah, three.
Um, I struggle
I
with
don't know how
my
to make it.
greens. I struggle with my greens. I'm getting better though. It's not something I'm comfortable cooking for everybody outside of my household yet.
See, my greens be hidden. I could do, but macaroni, mm-mm.
See,
Nah, I messed it up. We ate some. It wasn't the best, but the dish came together. But it just ain't my specialty. It
you
ain't,
ain't
it
making
ain't that.
chitlins this year?
No, I'm not doing chitlins.
Chitlins?
I actually couldn't find no chitlins. So I really couldn't find them. I talked to my mom and she said it was hard for her to find chitlins
Yeah.
in Texas.
My mom said the same thing, but she said she cooking them. She gonna find
Oh, so
some.
she was able to
She
find some?
no, she said she is though. She gonna find some. I said, oh, okay.
Oh, she still don't have them?
No,
Oh, well, she not cooking. She
in
still
my
gotta
head.
clean them. She still gotta clean and everything.
Yeah, that may be the day after Christmas meal. That
Well, yeah.
little side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know us, our culture. We sometimes don't necessarily be on time with stuff. Be cooking all day.
I'm not cooking all day. That's why I'm cooking certain things in phases. Things that can get warmed up will be warmed up. It's
Yes.
gonna be phased out. Plus my leg, I'm messed up over here anyway.
Yeah.
Like I can't really do too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be cooking in this good chair, scooting around the kitchen cooking. This is about to be ghetto. The ghetto.
Listen, we're
Oh
excited,
my
y'all. We're
god.
excited. Let us know, y'all, what y'all gonna be eating. What's your faves for Thanksgiving?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yep. So yeah, we got a special episode today. Okay, so it's not traditional per se, even though we're coming up on the traditions. Um, but we wanted to talk about our journey because we are ending season 1. This is the end of season 1. And to end it, we wanted to talk about our journey, the stuff that we've learned, the mistakes, the lessons. Lord, we have messed up. And this is our first year podcasting, and we thought this would be a great way to end off our season 1 with how we started and pretty much where we are now. I guess I'll say one thing, a lesson that I've learned is collaboration. Collaboration, delegation, and patience. Those are my top 3 because collaborating with ideas, making sure that I'm heard, making sure you heard, making sure we
Yeah.
blended, and I'm not like dismissive to ideas. So I'm
Yeah.
literally like making sure the collaboration is there. Um, Delegating, I can do everything. I I have the I can do everything
Yeah.
mindset. Like I can do it all. Give it to me. What we got? I do it. I do it. I do it. Nope. I can't do it. I'm gonna need you to do that, and I can do this.
Yes.
And girl, you said you're gonna do what? Okay, I can take a back seat to that.
Yeah.
So, uh, and patience for
Yes.
me, the
Oh
learning
yeah.
curves. So, just the top three things that I think, without being too in depth right now, would be those three for me. What
Yeah.
you
Oh,
learned so far?
oh, girl. Um, One, I've learned to kind of somewhat I can edit. Okay, I can edit a little bit, which I thought I'm not a tech person. If y'all know me, I'm not a big tech person. However, I'm proud of myself that I actually, you know, was open to something new and figuring it out. Now, granted, Shanti Cole with it, but I think that that's the beauty of it. Like we're so in tune. Like I feel like we naturally just kind of work like
Mm-hmm.
you good at the creative space. We've learned that you that's your zone. I
Mm-hmm.
may can come up with some ideas and I may just throw stuff, but you can make it flow. Things like that. So we've learned each other, even though we knew each other, but I think that we've learned each other better and we just flow.
Yeah.
But learn editing. Um, I have learned not to keep saying like I just did. Uh, and I used to, I know in earlier episodes, I used to, you could tell that I was thinking about what I had to say. Like I was so
Mm-hmm.
wanting to be careful with my thoughts and wanting to write everything out. And I would look up and you could tell like I'm thinking about what I'm trying to say because I didn't want to mess
Right.
up. I think I've learned to just flow with it. Definitely. Had to.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Let me see from a camera. Hmm. Well, my hair straight today. I've been on a curly journey, and look, I done ended the episode with straight hair. Can't look at this. Look at it going.
Listen, listen.
um, Nothing slowing down. Yes, I have. To hear myself back, I'm like, ooh, I'm talking too fast. Or what I think is energy, maybe when I hear it back, I'm like, ooh, I need to pull back. I'm giving too much, like, ooh, give, but bring it down a little bit. Volume with the mics. That was a thing with volume because my mic picks up everything, everything. So I had to adjust like the sound, getting used to the microphone, how to keep it not too close but far away. Because I know one episode we had feedback, and you was like, "Did you hear that?" And I was like, "No, I didn't hear it." So feedback, listen for audio perspective, audio side. That was a thing.
Yeah.
So y'all, let me tell y'all. When we first started out, right? The first editing episode, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the video. Tiff, you do the audio. Yeah. Literally, I was doing a whole video side, chopped and screwed. Yes, because I was cutting and pasting because we didn't have a flow. And Tiffany was doing the audio side.
Had two different
And I,
softwares, y'all.
yes, two
Saying
different softwares. Like, I was like, okay. And
Audacity
then,
and yeah.
yeah, Audacity. Yep. So I was like, okay, you do the audio, I'm gonna do the video. While I was doing the video, I was like, I called her. We had to be what, 2 hours in at this point, maybe more. And I was like, Tiff, we doing it wrong. We are doing this wrong. I have to do the video first and then pull the audio from the video so that we can put it out. Y'all, Tiffany was about to break her computer. She was going.
I have I don't even think when we started was I in school. Oh, well, it was pretty laid back because I was teaching STEM, but girl, I don't know how I had the energy because my patience is it was like yeah.
So that was a mistake that we made. Another mistake. What did we do? Oh, we didn't have a timeline.
No,
We
like
didn't. we just had a topic
And we were just gonna talk about
and we just started talking, and then we was like, okay, girl, we're gonna edit that part out.
it. We was having to edit so much stuff because we didn't have a
Yeah, it
structure.
wasn't
I would say
structured.
structure, like. And so we finally got that. We narrowed down, and once we got that, we started. It flows definitely better now. Like we know what's our top of the show and to the end.
Yeah, because at first it was literally, oh, well, what we talking about? Do it again. Okay, we're gonna cut that part out. Then we're gonna cut here. So if y'all go back and look at um which episode was it? I think it was Black History. Yep, the Black
That
History
was
Month episode.
oh
You will see that the video like is chopped. Like you can see
yeah
it like jump a lot. And
yeah
that's because we was literally like, oh, this end, we're just gonna move it to the front, and then we're gonna put this segment in the middle. Like it was like that. Okay. It may sound like y'all people probably like, why y'all didn't know that? Cause when you know,
because we learning. But
right. So that was definitely something. What else did we mess up on that
okay.
we've pretty much kind of corrected?
I think you just said what I was gonna say. It took us just a long time to edit, and it seemed like it took us a long time to record. And I remember that I used to have a problem with mistakes. I think you were always like, "That's how podcasts flow." That's how, and I didn't like
Yeah.
to mess up. I really didn't. I struggle with no. This is gonna be like people are gonna be watching. It needs to be. I don't need to make a mistake. Like I remember
Yeah. And
struggling. What
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
you
you
gonna edit
was
that
like,
out
no.
right? You gonna edit that out right? Like, yeah, I maybe. It's like, I was like, huh?
Because in podcasting it is like now
It
we
is what it
literally
is. Yeah.
have a show,
Yeah.
and we know how to be tactful, and if it's some things that we need to omit, we will, but in all, nothing that we do really requires a lot of like editing out.
Yeah.
But what else did I learn? Let's see. Guests.
Oh
So
yeah.
having our guests on, we started out with a lot of guests, I think.
Yes.
So that's something that we in collaboration, patience, and
Mm.
understanding each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we have a lot of guests, and it was like, well, guests bring on their platform, and we had to realize that even in us having guests, it didn't necessarily bring us their audience. So
Right.
I think that's something that we definitely noticed in podcasts. Just because you have a guest on doesn't necessarily mean that their audience is going to start to pretty much follow you or give an
Yeah.
uptick in numbers. So I did I think, did you think the same way? What do you think about that?
I think the guests were pretty much, for a reason. But
Hmm.
I don't know that their audience know. I don't think either they didn't have probably a big following either way to help us, or they just it wasn't like we weren't at the top like of their head to say let me promote. And now Eric, I
Right,
feel
right.
like he definitely was. He
Yeah.
shot us out and all of that, but you can't have expectations when you have guests. You
Hmm.
hope they of course all of our guests had gave us valuable information.
Right.
However, so far as them following their platform, following us, or people, their audience rather
Yeah.
following us, maybe not all of them.
Right. I agree. I think one thing that I did have learned and still is learning is being authentic, being who we are
Yes.
brings us our audience. So if you are starting a podcast or whatever you're doing, just being yourself and the audience that we bring, we didn't know that, y'all like us over here, but internationally, we just be, on a map somehow.
Internationally,
But
yeah, we get love.
so I definitely feel that being who we are and us heading our platform allowed us to gain an audience that we currently have.
Yeah.
And it's definitely been rewarding.
Yeah, because I know I was like, oh, I would send family and friends links
Hmm.
every time we drop the episode and all of this. And not to say we of course people support us, family and stuff like that, but our audience is not necessarily our family per se. And we
Hmm.
can't just even depend on that, even if they did listen to us every Thursday or when we drop an
Yeah.
episode, that's still not our biggest,
Support base.
support
Hmm.
base. Yeah, thank you. But we
Yep.
our top. Like I'm looking at these stats now. Yeah, I like looking at stats.
Tiffany's
So
the
I'm all,
stats. Just
so I am always looking at stats, how we're doing, and so that's I definitely want to bring that up. So this is where we're starting. And I just want you to know, like we know how we started, and 0 listeners, all of this downloads, and at this point, our downloads are at let me see achievements. We got 1,173 downloads. Now my goal, we got 327 more to get. My goal, I be looking at numbers like we gonna get this by December. So y'all hear
and
us
I'm
now.
like,
Y'all listening to
right.
this?
And I'm like, what's the goal? Okay, so I gotta get on my creative end and get to pushing.
Yes, we trying to get to that at least 1.5 or more. Hey,
Hmm.
and maybe we'll be really happy with more, but that's the goal. And then like our top locations internationally, of course, and we'll say United States, but internationally, Germany, hands down, then United Kingdom, Canada, Brazil, Japan
Mm.
comes in a little after that. France, remember France? Oh, our France.
Yep.
France was they
France, you
was
still
day ones.
here.
Like
Faithful day one.
I don't know who, like and it's just amazing. Like, gosh, y'all are little old us. Okay, come out.
Right.
You don't know who everyone is that's listening to your platforms. Um, it's rewarding. Like I
It
had
is.
someone just text me and was like, I look forward that I know personally. Was just saying I didn't even realize. Like I said, just because my friends know or whoever that know me know that I have a podcast or we have a podcast. But she just randomly texted me and was like, hey, I just want you to know I really do enjoy listening to your podcast every week. And so, that's just little things like that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you don't necessarily know, but people are listening. You don't know who's listening.
Mhm.
So anybody, want to give us some credit? Memphis.
Yeah.
Listen.
His butt
But
always whining during the recording. He teasing though. He
yeah, I was gonna
teasing.
say leave him alone. But
He
yeah, so we
teasing.
had love in United States, of course, our top. Ooh, look at United States, how we doing? Oh yeah. It's like our home states are pretty much Maryland, Tennessee, um, California, Mississippi. Like, oh, they pretty dope. Like those are high up, like stat.
My my auntie who was a guest on the show.
Yes,
It's called It's a Cereal for Me, which is actually
one of
uh our
episodes.
top episodes.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, if you see Tennessee, that's me, Memphis. I listen every Thursday. So
Yes,
she was a guest and she also listens to the show every Thursday. So we definitely appreciate the love from there.
yes, yes. Yeah, we definitely. Um, it's just we've learned and we're still learning and still growing, and we just appreciate like everybody like that helps this come together. Like, I mean, we bounce off of each other and we know what we're doing, pretty much every time we record. But like behind the scene team from your kids to husbands, all of that production crews, you understand? We got behind the scene photos, all of this stuff. Shanti got a million cameras and lights. It's whole mess. But y'all, we looking forward to next year. We gonna be come back bigger and better. And we're trying to make some money for sure next year. So y'all keep supporting us and make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Not just Girl Talk Podcast. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Hit the little bell. Yes. So I mean, we gotta support the crew and production and all of that. You on mute, girl. You on mute. I can't hear you.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
see, learn to care.
See,
I'm talking about teamwork.
it's
I
because
was
the
on
dog
mute.
that made her mute the thing on.
Yes, he's doing too much. He needs to calm down. So, my behind the scenes, the kiddos, we helping out, like you said, joining it. I'm like, set this up, set my mic up, set this up. So it do take a team, even in podcasting, it take a team. And for y'all listening to us, it take y'all as well to listen to us for us to continue on as well. So
Yes.
we thank y'all so much for that. Y'all already know we generally like to do a soul food. But today you had something before we move on.
I was gonna I wanted to end definitely we talked about all our hiccups and stuff and our
Hmm.
growth and where we're trying to go hopefully next year. But I
Right.
do want to say some of my favorite episodes. Love and dating, even though that was one of our first episodes, still hands down
Yeah.
probably one of my favorites. And then I like it's the cereal for me. That was cool with Mimi. Like she said, our auntie
Yeah.
supports us, one of our biggest supporters that we know of. And then I like Mask Madness, grandparents or parents and the parents. I
Okay.
like that one. I liked how we
So
flowed that.
mine was the dating episode for sure. Is it okay to use a coupon on the first date? It's still a no for me. It's still a no.
You
Go and
know,
check the episode out.
yes.
Uh, well, no, that was our first episode. It wasn't the love and dating
Mm-hmm.
episode. We just asked him the question, but that wasn't the love and dating episode.
Oh,
Yeah, but so the first episode and the second one, then they kind of go hand in hand. So check that out. Also, another one of my favorites was damaged goods. So that was one that I really liked was the damaged goods one. And did I have another favorite that I would say? Those two in
and
our first one.
yeah, and I would say too. I mean, of course, I think we agree with that first one, but also the I don't look like what I've been through. Not necessarily my favorite,
Mm,
but it's personal to me. And I thought that was, something like, dang, I really told my story because it's something that I just don't talk about.
right.
So if y'all
Oh, that
get a
was a
chance
good
to
one.
go back and check some of these episodes out,
Yep.
yes.
So y'all already know we like to do y'all some soul food, but today we're gonna leave y'all because it is Thanksgiving with what we are thankful for. And I'll start by saying I'm so thankful for just being here in my health, definitely health, being healthy in this season. Also for the growth personally that I'm experiencing. Also for the changes that I'm going through, which will also ultimately lead to growth and just thankful for a Tiff, podcast and as a
Yeah.
friend. My kiddos, just thankful for life and the people around me who love me. And yeah, I'm about to cry. Like, why I'm about to cry? Lord, oh God.
It's always
Ooh,
sentimental when we're,
I know.
because
Like
we
I'm
don't,
such a cry. I'm like a thug crybaby, y'all.
I think ultimately, even when I do it with the family in Memphis and stuff, Arian family does, and it's kind of sad because you think life, we're just always hustling and bustling and going and going and going. And we don't sit down until we have this holiday that's set aside, although it
Mm,
shouldn't be that way. But just think about the things and you're saying it out loud, putting it into the atmosphere, things that you truly are thankful for. So I think
yeah,
that's what makes it emotional. But yeah.
yeah. So just truly thankful in the space that I'm in. So Tiffany, what are you thankful for?
Oh gosh, I'm thankful for, of course, my family, of course, friends, Ashanti. I'm thankful for you for getting me out of my comfort zone with this podcast. I would have never thought that you know, we're friends, but I just am not the most, like, I'm in my comfort zone, if that makes sense. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
although I teach, but I'm still just
In your
me, my
space.
little
You don't
space, my
navigate
family.
outside of what you know.
Yeah. And so I'm thankful for that has definitely made me grow so much into thinking about other ideas, even outside the podcast, how to create businesses. Like it's just making me like, oh, I can do pretty much a lot more than just this. So yeah, I appreciate you and thank you for that. And of course, just thankful for my health because there's well, go back and check the episode out. I don't look like what I've been through. But yeah, I'm thankful definitely for my health and my kiddos and hubby.
Yay. So yeah, we are thankful. I want to know what y'all are thankful for. And we thank y'all. We're thankful
Yes,
for
thank
our
you. We thank the
supporters.
supporters and we
Yes.
appreciate you guys for rocking with us, vibing with us. And we want you to continue to tell your friends if they ain't heard about us. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't think I got it right because that ain't what I. But
You
I
was in the
tried.
atmosphere.
I
You did
tried.
it. You did it, girl. You did
See, look, I
it.
told you she helped me grow. She helped me grow, y'all. But yeah,
You did it. Oh goodness. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna wrap this up, and there's two things that we want you to do when you're listening to Not Just Girl Talk. Number one is refill your cup.
and vibe with Tiffany and Ashanti.